This is the video that I wish I had when I was starting off, when I wanted the information, when I didn't know what to do. This is the video that I wish I would have seen, period. Hello guys, hello, and welcome to my channel. If this is your first time here, hello, my name is Vicky. Nice to meet you. If you've been here before, then hi, how are you? Welcome back. I can't believe that you're here. I'm so inconsistent. We're not talking about her. She's old Vicky. That's 2021 Vicky. We're moving into bigger and better things. It's 2022. And you know what? We're moving different. Moving different this year, and that's why I wanted my first video of 2022 to really reflect that, you know? This year we are manifesting LLCs, businesses, money, cars, clothes, hoes, if you will. But we're really getting into what we're here to do, what we're meant for, what we want to do. And that's what I really wanted my first video back to reflect. And I'm so excited to film and be back on YouTube. So happy new year to you who's watching. And I really hope this year is everything and more that you want it to be, because you are in charge. You can do whatever the you want to do, and we are going to do whatever the we want to do, okay? Period. Today's video is something that is, you have no idea how badly this was highly requested. It wasn't even just like, I'm just trying to say that because it's like the cool YouTuber thing to say. Truly and honestly, this is something that so many people ask me about online, offline, friends, family, strangers. This is something that is honestly necessary, that I feel like a lot of people need to know. A lot of people will want to know. In 2021, I opened my first business. Yeah, the iconic Giselle Beauty, however you want to pronounce it. Yeah, I launched my first business, and honey, it definitely wasn't as simple as I expected it to be. I mean, I didn't think it was going to be simple, but this is the video that I wish I had when I was starting off, when I wanted the information, when I didn't know what to do. This is the video that I wish I would have seen, period. I'm going to literally compile all of the frequently asked questions that I received as a business owner, as someone who created a beauty vending machine from the ground up, baby. From the ground up. With absolutely no guidance. I had no one to really fall on or ask questions for. It was all on my own, and I had to figure the shit out. But I'm here to help you. This is different. You know what? You got a homegirl that did it. I'm the homegirl, and I'm gonna help you. Because there's way too much money in this world to gatekeep, and that's not what I'm gonna do. So we're gonna be discussing how I created my lash vending machine. So keep on watching. I have a list here that I'm just gonna read off of just a few different questions that I've received. This honestly might be a two-part video because there's so many things that I feel like I need to cover. Even just like the little things that they don't tell you about when starting a business. Stuff that you need that you didn't expect that you needed. So depending on how this video performs, if you guys really do like this video, then I will do a part 2 on you know, the little things. So these are just more so frequently asked questions that I have. So the first question was, how did I get started? What made me want to get into this business? I always knew that I wanted to launch a business. I just really didn't understand exactly what. When I did narrow it down to eyelashes, because I'm a beauty bitch. I love beauty. I love looking good. I love a good lash. I was like, okay, boom, I want to do eyelashes for sure. But then I had to think about exactly how I was going to give it to the customer, the consumer. Like how is my business going to be different from the millions of other girls that's doing eyelashes? So I knew that I wanted to do something a little bit different, a little out of the box than just like e-commerce, which is just someone goes on your website, orders it, or if they're in your town, you just drop it off. I didn't want to do that. I wanted to do something a little bit different because I didn't just want to blend in with everybody else that's already doing that, because it's just going to be like, okay, you're selling lashes now, and whoop-de-doo. So I was on IG and I seen in Atlanta a beauty vending machine, but they were selling bundles or something like that. They were selling something completely different, but I had no idea that this existed. Like, Buffalo is super late on trends typically, so when I seen that, literally a light bulb went over my head and I was like, this is it. Is it? Like, I have to at least try. I have to look into it. I have to do the research. Like, let me just at least get some numbers. So I seen that lash vending machine on IG and I was like, okay, I know it exists now. So now I have to just go out there and I have to figure it out. So yeah, that's how basically I got started. That's where I got my idea from. That's why I wanted to do it. So that will bring me into frequently asked question number 2. How did you find your vending machine? So I found my vending machine on Alibaba. So Alibaba is a manufacturer website from overseas with Chinese sellers, with Chinese sellers, where they basically have things in bulk. Everybody knows what Alibaba is. I really don't got to go into it. So honestly, little hint or a little tip right here, knowing what I know now, I would recommend looking for an American seller, only because when you're buying a vending machine overseas, it takes so much time. Literally, like, it took so much time, child. Even with communication, because we are on completely different sides of the world, but I wanted to like communicate with my seller, I would have to be up when I'm typically asleep in order to reach out to them, because that's when, you know, they're awake. So I went through Alibaba, but I would recommend, if you can, look for American manufacturers. So what I basically did, if you go to Alibaba and you search up like beauty vending machine, you'll see a whole bunch of pop-ups. All these different sellers that has it, they will, you know, show different prices, everything. So the first thing that I did was I just communicated to a few different manufacturers that I was looking for a beauty vending machine in order to sell lashes and cosmetics. A few of them reached out to me. They basically would just discuss the type of different vending machines that they had, the different prices. So with that, I basically bounced prices with different vendors and manufacturers until I found the one that I felt was best for my company. With my manufacturer, they have a few different types of vending machines, and I wanted the bougiest one. I wanted the one that had the LED touch screen. Yeah. So we started crushing some numbers. He gave me the price of it, and I got that bitch. Yeah, so that's how I basically found it. I went through Alibaba and I basically just talked to a whole bunch of different sellers just to get different prices. The price of the vending machine that I got was around $3,000. So close to like 3 racks I spent for the vending machine. Hey, I just wanted to quickly add that that's the price with taxes, shipping, absolutely everything, and including the style of vending machine that I use. That price can vary, but I go into detail. How long did it take? Okay, how long did it take for you to receive the machine? So again, this is something that I wish I knew then what I know now. But I'm your homegirl, so I'm putting you on. It took fucking forever. Let me see if I can go to, okay, I have to just think really quick. I inquired with them. Okay, now I have to pull up receipts. Fuck. Because I need to let y'all know. And just to add really quick, how I mentioned that I wanted the bougiest one. I wanted the one with the LED screen. I wanted it to be just like an iconic machine. I do absolutely love my machine, top to bottom. I absolutely love it. I absolutely love my machine when I received it. I love it now. I absolutely love my machine. However, was it absolutely necessary in order to spend that extra money to get an LED touchscreen? No, absolutely not. I really did not need that. Honestly, I mean, it's cool for the customer to like swipe it around and pick your images and stuff like that, but it's really not necessary at all. I honestly think it probably would be more simple to just get like the more old-fashioned one where you can just punch in the number and then they spit out what you want. Like sometimes when you not complicate things, but when you use more technology, it sometimes isn't always consumer friendly. So I will say that it was not 100% necessary for me to do the most and get that LED screen. So if that's not something that you really care for, then do not like feel away if you don't want it, because honestly, if I could do it all over again, I wouldn't get it. There was nothing to there was no difference, honestly. Like the people just want their eyelashes and they gonna dip. Like they don't care about the extra and the logistics. It's taken forever to log into Alibaba, but I inquired with them March 2021. We started to go over all of the details, and when I tell you all of the details, you have to go all over the details. You have to pick the font of your machine, the layout, exactly what you want. They have like some preset ones, but of course, me being me, I didn't want the preset ones. I wanted my machine to look different. I wanted it to be iconic. I wanted it to represent my brand. I wanted it to show that I spent this money on this machine and I'm proud of it, and if I'm going to do the damn thing, I'm going to do the damn thing. Like that's my motto. So I really wanted it to be really nice. So I really took my time with that, and I really wanted it to, you know, represent that I took my time, that, you know, this isn't something light. So I really communicated a lot with when they do your machine, they will give you like your artist that will create like the wrap that goes on your machine. So I really took a lot of time with him to exactly go over what I wanted, and that was the font, the color. I have a marble machine. I'll show a picture of it. I have a marble machine, pink lettering. Everything was detailed, like absolutely everything I thought of. It honestly is a lot of time overall. When from beginning to end, it was about 6 months, because I started inquiring with them in March 2021. I got my machine in the mall in August 2021. So yeah, it takes about that long, because you have to also keep in mind shipping, because it's shipping from China to New York State. It took about 2 months to 3 months alone. So yeah, that's why I recommend an American seller if you can find one, because it's just easier. It's already in America, you get it faster, and it's probably just, I don't know, I just feel like it'll be a little bit better. It's easier with communication. So yeah, how did you find your vendor? I found my vendor through, again, Alibaba. For my eyelashes, I found my vendor through Instagram. All you have to do if you are looking for like an eyelash vendor is search up eyelash vendors on Instagram. So I searched up eyelash vendors on Instagram. What they typically do is just give you like their WhatsApp information. They have pictures of all of their lashes and all of the accessories that they have on their IG. And then I would just message them and tell them like, hey, I'm looking for, you know, eyelashes, I'm starting a business, what's up? So I went through a few different eyelash vendors. They sent me a few samples. The samples were not free, which was annoying. Because I just figured, like, if I'm a potential client with you, like, you should at least throw me a few samples, but I guess not. Hey, so yeah, I got a few samples back from a whole bunch of vendors, but you really, it's not as easy as you think finding eyelashes, because you really want your eyelashes to be different. You really want them to be beautiful. You really want them to be versatile. You want them to fit big eyes, small eyes, different eye shapes. So I really took a lot of time with that as well, finding my lash vendor, getting eyelashes sent, wearing them, giving them to different eye shapes, letting my sisters rock them, letting girls who have glasses rock them. Like, I really wanted to think about absolutely everything instead of just saying, okay, you're a fucking lash vendor, let me have your lashes, and then just going with that. Like, nah, don't do that. I wanted it to really show that my eyelashes were of good quality, so I took a lot of time to find my lash manufacturer, my lash vendor. How did you find where to put your machine? So this is a really good question. I always knew that I wanted it in the mall, because at the time there wasn't any other vending machine in the mall, at the mall that I'm at. So when I basically just hit them up and I was like, hey, I have a business, I am interested in being in your mall. So I'm located in the Galleria Mall in Buffalo, New York. Yeah. So at the time he said, oh wow, this is amazing, like I've never heard of this before. Yeah, let's crunch some numbers. We go over like the rent, yeah. In the meantime, in between time, while I was waiting for my machine to arrive from China, somehow, some way, another machine weaseled in. Somehow, some way, while I am waiting for my brand to blow up, it blew up all right in my fucking face. Another beauty machine was in there, and I was devastated, honestly, because I was like, you know, hers is gonna be in there for a while because I'm still waiting for my machine to get to America. So like, she's gonna already get her clientele, but I was like, you know what, I'm not gonna think about that. Let her get her coin, let her do her fucking thing. So both of ours is in there, and I honestly think there's more lash places in the mall right now. So yeah, I always wanted it to be in the mall. So I basically just hit them up. I just told them what was going on, and then we just got a arrival date. Going forward, I would have probably looked around a little bit more, but what's good about having something that is your own is I can pick that bitch up, put it on my back, and I can dip if I really want to. If I want to move across the country and I have this amazing machine that's going to give me residual income, I can do that. And that's what honestly makes me so happy, is that the time that I really took to put into this machine, like, it's a product of it. Like, I can see it, it's tangible. it started off with a thought. It started off with a sketch of exactly how I wanted the machine to look. It started off as a question, and then it ended up being something. And I think that's so powerful, and it can really resonate much more than just a vending machine. It could honestly be anything. How it always starts with just a thought, and just as long as you put, you know, energy into something, it can honestly change a lot. So seeing it in person was insane, because I never would have imagined that I actually went through with something. Like, I probably would have thought of it like, yeah, a vending machine, that would be so cool. But the fact that I actually did it, it was crazy, absolutely crazy. And when I posted about it, I got so much love that I'm so grateful for. So I don't want to make this video too long, because it's already over 20 minutes. Probably it's gonna be a little bit less than that after I edit it. But if you guys want a part 2, then let me know. I can go into more tea about like getting your LLC, how much money I made so far, everything else. If you have a question, leave it down below. If you haven't already, make sure that you are subscribed to my channel, because I would hate that you sat here with me and watched this entire video, and then I post a part 2, and a part 2 is even better than this one, and you missed it because you didn't subscribe. Like, you gotta subscribe so you don't lose me. You don't want to lose me. So again, I really hope I don't look a mess. I really hope I don't look a mess, because if I look a mess, I'm gonna be so mad, because the video is still gonna go up. Like, I don't give a fuck. We moving different 2022. I don't know what more to say. So thank you so much for watching. I really hope that I gave you some insight, some tips, some tricks. I don't know. I really hope I just informed you a little bit. This was pretty impromptu, so if you'd like to leave me a question, again, do not hesitate. Leave me a question down below. Subscribe, like this video. If I get a lot of likes, if I get a lot of questions, then I will be making a part 2 on more into the stuff that they don't tell you. This was just like a small run through. Yeah, so I love you so much. Thank you for supporting me, for watching this video. I will be making more videos, and I will be dropping another video this week. So I love you so much. Thank you so much for supporting me, and I will see you in my next video.